gonna be late. Let's go. What's going on, guys? We are back again with another first place undefeated deck profile. We're here with Mr. Lockie, who's piloted his Labyrnth deck and went undefeated. So tell us about your rounds, my friend.
I was playing a good game, so it's a lot less competitive of an environment, but I still had quite a few good opponents. I versed Exodia in my first round, don't see that often. In the second, I versed Sky Striker. That was a really good back and forth. We're both grindy back row decks, and but I just won in the grind game.
Awesome.
And game 3, I versed Crystal Beast. Crystal Beast, the version they were running, their goal was to set up 2 floodgates with Baguska and Necro Valley.
Sure.
Necro Valley can hurt me, but Baguska is so easily play aroundable, and it was very clean sweep.
Cool. So 2-0 everyone?
I believe so, yes.
Awesome. Alright, so let's jump straight into the deck and see what you've got, my friend.
So first off, I'm running 3 Ariana. It's your 1 card search. It does so much for the deck. It's also something you can summon off the traps. You have to run it at 3. I run 3 Torby and 3 Chandelier. These are both pretty much the same card, but they're super standard at the same time. Like, you always want to see one of these in hand, because they can fit you things like Transaction, and they can also just help get rid of dead cards. Cool. I run 1 Coup Clock. I've since this deck list I made it, I've actually bumped this up to 3. When I was playing this deck, I was under the misunderstanding that this card had to be activated after you set the trap card. I've since learned you can just activate this and then use a furniture piece, which then recycles this and sets up Big Welcome on turn 0.
Yeah, Coup Clock is mandatory 3, I think. 100%.
Some people cut it down, but I feel like in this meta, you need to be proactive, and the combo variant with Coup Clock is just so much better. I'm running 2 Arias. I've since cut this out completely, but it serves the same purpose as Coup Clock, sort of. I run 2 Lady and the 1 Lovely. This is pretty standard. Most people don't change it. I've been experimenting with 1, but I'm not sure I actually like it. And then the spicy, not so spicy, I run the 1 Shivara.
Okay.
This facilitates so much in the deck. I'll explain the reason you play Unchained later, but I won't bog you down now. For non-engine monsters, I only play Droll. My thought process on this was I didn't feel like the deck had a lot of non-engine space, and you already have the whole furniture pieces to play on your opponent's turn. So that already fills out a lot. And Droll seemed like the only one that actually had like an impact by itself. For spells, I played the 1 of the field spell. Can't play without it. 3 Extrav. I feel like this is the best pot card for the deck because you're playing Furniture Lab. I was playing also 3 Super Poly. I play this in the main deck because...
You're a degenerate.
Yes, that as well, but it can catch out so many people because whenever someone is playing against a deck that uses Super Poly, they don't always assume that they have it in their main deck. And a lot of the issues Labyrnth has is going second and breaking the board. And the best part about it is it discards a card. That means Transaction rollback goes to the graveyard, baby!
Okay.
3 Big Welcome, standard, and 2 Welcome. I've tested cutting down Welcome down to 1. Hate it. Worst idea I've ever had. 3 Transaction. Some people cut it down to 2. I love the card so much, and it cost me a arm and a leg, so
might as well play it.
Might as well play it. 3 Imperm, one of the best traps in the game. Love it. The Black Goat. This card is incredible. The only issue is input. Human error. It's just very difficult to think about and actually use properly. I run 1 different Dimension Ground in the main deck. My thought process on this was, if I can set up my full combo, any trap in my deck I can set on my on my opponent's turn and then coup clock them.
Yep.
But in practice, I found that most of the time I just kill myself because they banish all my monsters and then I run out of grind game.
Yeah, okay.
And then I play the Escape with Unchained.
So how many cards in the main?
That's a clean 40.
Clean 40. Okay, cool. We'll jump into the extra deck for now. It's going to be pretty cruisy because they're all super poly targets, I'm sure.
I actually only run 3.
Yeah.
I run Garura, Mud Dragon, and Earth Golem.
Yeah, and the rest is fodder for pot, I presume.
Mostly. There is some important things.
Okay.
I run 1 Chaos Angel and 1 Typhon. The only reason I'm really running these both at 1 is budget constraints, but I don't necessarily think they're you need them.
Yeah.
I'm running 2 Muckraker. Honestly, I would cut these for like any duplicates of the other 2 I mentioned earlier. It just doesn't feel like it comes up as much, but I could be wrong. I'm running 2 SP.
budget constraints has 2 SP.
I actually got one of these on a really cheap steal because the guy just refused to sell it at the correct price.
Sure.
I'm running 2 Unchained Yama, 2 Rage, and 2 and 1 of the Link 3, I forgot his name, and Abomination.
Sure.
The reason you run 2 is for extravagance, yes, but the whole point of the Unchained package is if you are in a situation where you can put 2 Fiends on board, that's either 1 interruption where you can link off opponent's monster, or it's a pop, or it's both.
Yeah, okay.
And it is really easy to put 2 monsters on field, and it allows you to just push through so much. It gives you higher ceiling. The only downside is you have to play a one-off trap that's dead in hand. But even the main deck monster is just incredible for dodging interaction.
Cool. And now the spicy side deck, question mark?
It's not too spicy. I'm running 2 Cosmic and a Harpies.
Yep.
I would actually cut the Harpies and bump it up to a 3rd Cosmic, but I don't have a 3rd copy.
Okay.
I'm running 3 Soul Release. I wonder why.
Explain your logic.
I feel that you don't need that explained. 3 Anti-Spell.
Sure.
I've noticed actually quite a few times, it's not that this card isn't good, it's that my deck works so slowly that oftentimes I wish this was just Engine so I could push the game state further.
Yeah.
3 Evenly. Honestly, one of the worser options. I would cut this. And the other 2 Dimension Grounds and 1 Dimensional Barrier. You're playing in all the dimensions, boys.
We love it. Awesome. Thank you so much, my friend. Do you have any shout-outs?
Shout out to all the people in the community who volunteer work. We've been dealing with a lot of fires recently and they've been doing incredible work.
Awesome. Thanks, my friend.
Right.